If you can trust yourself, though others doubt you, and conquer fears that limit what you dare, so you can freely give to those about you the skills and talents that are yours to share.
If you can live not for pleasure only, but gladly lend your gentleness and grace to warm the hearts of those whose lives are lonely and help to make the world a better place.
If you can balance dreams with practicality and deal in fact but never lose ideals, if you can face the harshness of reality and find the truth that prejudice conceals.
If you can be courageous when defeated and humble in the face of victory, or give your best until the task completed, however difficult the task may be.
If you can temper facts with understanding and seek to gently guide, not to control, and neither to be too lax or too demanding, but keep in mind the worth of every soul.
If you can strive, not caring for the credit, and work at building bridges and not walls, or hearing idle slander, just forget it and never fail to help someone who falls.
If you can give your help without begrudging the patience, time, and effort you impart, or look at others' weakness without judging, and see, not with your eyes, but with your heart.
Good morning. I'm Miss Yancy, 8th grade ELA teacher here with Ms. Vonda Tomlin, computer technology teacher. We're here at Public School number 21 celebrating Women's History Month. Today is a celebration for all the women in the United States and all over the world.
Hi, my name is Ms. Sarah Snor. I'm a teacher coordinator here at School 21. I think it's very important that we celebrate Women's History Month because there are so many women who fought for us, fought for so many rights that we now have today. This is why I think women should definitely be celebrated, not just this month, but every month.
Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please speak.
Good morning and welcome to our first Women's History Month Assembly. Before we begin, I would like to recognize the special guests who have taken the time out of their busy schedules to join us today. And I didn't bring up the paper, so I'm doing this from memory, so I apologize. Ms. Celeste Danman from the NJDOE CSI team. Ms. Nicole Booker and Ms. Marge Barnes from the NJCSI team. Dr. Pat Mitchell, also from the NJDOE. Mr. Morris Most, our Deputy Mayor. And I'm going to apologize already and on my team, Ms. Nancy Gallo, who's our data person. And certainly all of our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade faculty and staff. Each year during the month of March, we celebrate the accomplishments of women. Over this past year, there have been many. And at this time, I'd like to recognize a few of these. With the swearing in of 4 new female senators in January, the U.S. Senate has more female representatives women than ever before. Better still, the number of women of color has quadrupled. Currently, women make up 24.8% of state government seats. 3 women enlisted as the country's first female infantry team. Singer-songwriter Adele won 5 Grammy Awards and became the only artist to win Album, Record, and Song of the Year twice. Viola Davis became the first black woman to win an Emmy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Claire Wright Keller was named the first female designer at noted fashion house Givenchy. Nancy Abu Bronswell became the first black female neurosurgeon at Johns Hopkins University Hospital. Catherine Switzer, the first woman to run the Boston Marathon 5 years before women were officially allowed to participate, did it again this year, 50 years after she originally ran at the age of 70. Lieutenant Colonel Megan Baldwin became the first woman to command the U.S. Army Special Forces Group. Not only did things happen in the United States, but Megan Corrado became the first woman to lead the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. Astronaut Peggy Winston returned to Earth, earning 3 records. First woman to command the International Space Station, not once, but twice. Most spacewalks by a woman, totaling 60 hours. And the woman who spent the most time off planet Earth, more than 600 days. Sister Margaret Ann, better known as the chainsaw-wielding nun, cut through numerous trees in her Miami neighborhood during Hurricane Irma. Lena Waithe, star and writer of The Master of None, became the first black woman to win an Emmy for comedy writing. And Angela McQueen, a teacher from Minton High School in Marshall, Illinois, tackled a 16-year-old gunman in the school's cafeteria, saving numerous lives. As you can see, this has been a significant year in women's history. It can never be overlooked, nor can it be diminished. In our city, we've had several firsts involving women. And I understand I was corrected this morning, thank you, Ms. Most, that prior to Mrs. Ruby Cotton and Mrs. James William Warren, there was another first woman mayor in Paterson many years ago during the Barnes administration. But either way, Mrs. Cotton and Ms. Warren are now were and are our current first female mayors. And to our district, it's an important feat and one that has never happened before. Miss Eileen Schaefer is the first woman to ever hold the office of superintendent in the city of Paterson. For today's program, our students have selected to acknowledge 7 women who they believe have had a significant impact on the 20th and 21st century. They will be sharing the stories of these women with you. Additionally, we will be celebrating and honoring 5 distinguished women who have impacted both the city of Paterson and, more importantly, the lives of our children. And those 5 of those women, thank you, sit before us now, and our students did their pictures up here as well. So they are, and I'm going to just announce in the order in which you're seated, Dr. Lalisa Mims, Mrs. Darlene Manson, Ms. Crystal Peace, Ms. Eileen Schaefer, and Mrs. Ruby Cotton. At this time, prior to the beginning program, I would like to ask for a moment of silence as we lost one of our family over this past week. Our parent and former VP of our 2017 PTO, Michelle Brown, was called home last Thursday evening. This morning is her funeral, and we did send representation from our school since most of us could not be here. So at this time, I ask that just a moment of silence for Ms. Brown. Now our program will begin.
While at Princeton, I became involved with the Third World Center and academic and culture group that supported minority students. I graduated from Harvard Law School in 1988. After passing the Chicago bar, I became an attorney with Saudi Austin LLP, the 6th largest U.S. corporate law firm with 1,900 attorneys and an annual earnings of over $1 billion. While working at Saudi's, I met a legal associate named Barack Obama. In 1992, I married Barack Obama. In 1993, I became the director of the Chicago Office of Public Allies, a nonprofit leadership training program that helped young adults develop skills for careers in the public sector. In 1996, I joined the University of Chicago as an associate dean of student, developing the school's first community service program. In May 2005, I was appointed the Vice President of Community and External Affairs at the University of Chicago Medical Center, helping women balance the career and national service. During 2007 through 2008, I campaigned with my husband for the presidency, and I delivered the keynote address at the Democratic National Convention. In 2008, I accepted an honorary membership of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. I am one of the 3 first ladies that hold postgraduate degrees, Laura Bush and Hillary Clinton. As First Lady, I supported the organic food movement, ensuring the White House kitchens prepare organic foods for the first family and their guests. I announced the Let's Move Fitness campaign to reduce childhood obesity and encourage young people to try out a new sport or activity. I am Michelle Obama.
I was a member of the Spencer family, a family of British nobility. After attending an all-girls boarding school, I worked as a dance instructor and a preschool teacher's assistant. On February 24, 1981, I became engaged to Charles, Prince of Wales. On July 29, 1981, I married Prince Charles and gained world recognition as Lady Diana, Princess of Wales. In 1982, I gave birth to our first son, Prince William, and 2 years later gave birth to Prince Harry. Although I found the recognition of being the Princess of Wales difficult, I embraced numerous charitable organizations. I developed an intense interest in health-related matters, especially those associated with HIV and AIDS. From 1991 to 1996, I became the patron of the Headway Brain Injury Center. In 1995, I received the United Cerebral Palsy Humanitarian Award. In 1997, I traveled to South Africa and met with President Nelson Mandela. We worked closely to reduce the spread of HIV and AIDS throughout Africa by ensuring that children and adults receive proper medical care. I became known through the world as the People's Princess, because people appreciated that I work from the heart. In 2017, my son Prince Harry accepted the Legacy Award honoring me for my work with HIV and AIDS. If I were alive today, I would be most pleased by the service that my sons complete through the world. I am Lady Diana, Princess of Wales. My family owned and operated a chain of schools in Pakistan. During my early years educating women, I had very little importance in my country. I became inspired by my father's humanitarian work. I realized at an early age that the best way to improve people's lives, most especially women, is to ensure they become educated. I have become known for my work in human rights advocacy, most especially the education of women and children. On October 9, 2012, while I was on a bus in the SWAT district, I was shot by a Taliban gunman. This was an assassination attempt of not only myself, but 2 other women who were on the bus. After recovering, I became a prominent education activist. I was nominated for the International Children's Peace Prize. I co-authored I Am Malala, an autobiography, which has become an international best-selling book. I am the recipient of Pakistan's first National Youth Peace Prize in 2013, Sakova Prize. In 2014, I became the co-recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. I am Malala Yousafzai.
I was born June 25th, 1954 to Puerto Rican parents in the Bronx, New York. My father died when I was 9 years old, causing me to be raised by a single mother. I attended and later graduated from Princeton University in 1976. I earned a law degree from Yale University in 1979. While at Yale, I was editor of the Yale Law Journal. I played an active role in the Puerto Rican Defense Education Fund. I served as an assistant district attorney in the New York County District Attorney's Office from 1979 to 1984. From 1984 to 1992, I was employed at Pavia and Harcourt Law Firm, where I served as associate and then partner litigating international commercial matters. I was nominated to the U.S. District Court, Southern District of New York in 1992 and served in that role until 1998. In 1997, I was nominated by President Clinton to the New York Court of Appeals. I served as judge in the New York Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit from 1998 to 2009. In May 2009, President Obama nominated me as Associate Justice for the Supreme Court. I assumed this role on August 8, 2009. I am Sonia Sotomayor.
I was born in Los Angeles, California, May 26, 1951. I attended the private Westlake School for Girls on a scholarship. I was a nationally ranked tennis player. I attended Swarthmore College for 3 semesters before taking physics course at UCLA, later earning my undergraduate degree in physics from Stanford University. I earned a master's degree from Stanford in 1975 and a PhD in physics in 1978. Astrophysics was my specific area of study. I was one of 8,000 people who applied to NASA's space program and was selected for a position in 1978. I became the subject of national media attention due to my gender prior to my first flight. In 1983, I became the first American woman in space on the Challenger space shuttle. On the Challenger, I became proficient in using the robotic arm. I used the arm to place satellites into space. In 1984, I made my second flight on the Challenger, spending more than 340 hours in space. In 1987, I retired from NASA and began teaching at Stanford University. It was my greatest desire to encourage young girls to study mathematics and science. I have written numerous science books and developed teacher materials for science and physics. I developed NASA's EarthCam project, which allows middle school students to take pictures of the Earth using a camera on the International Space Station. In 2003, I was inducted into the Astronaut Hall of Fame. I am Sally Roddy.
I graduated from Wesley College in 1969. I earned a law degree from Yale Law School in 1973. I co-founded the Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families. I became the first female partner at the Rose Law Firm. In 1993, President Clinton asked me to chair a task force for national health care reform.
I worked closely with Senator Ted Kennedy and Warren Hacks to launch the Children's Health Insurance Program in 1997. Working collaboratively with Attorney General Janet Reno, the Office on Violence Against Women at the Department of Justice was created. I was appointed Secretary of State by President Obama in 2009 and served in this position through 2013. I earned recognition as the most traveled Secretary of State. July 26, 2016, I made history as the first woman to receive the presidential nomination from a major political party, Democratic. After losing the presidential election, I retired but still work closely with the Clinton Foundation, which to date has improved the living conditions of over 400 million people in over 180 countries. I am Hillary Clinton.
I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, to a Baptist preacher and a mother who was an accomplished piano player and vocalist. I began my singing career as a child in New Bethel Baptist Church in Detroit. In 1960, by the age of 18, I embarked on a singing career with Columbia Records but only achieved modest success. In 1967, I joined the team at Atlantic Records and achieved national acclaim for songs like Respect, A Natural Woman, Spanish Harlem, and Think. By the end of the 1960s, I became known as the Queen of Soul with 120 singles on Billboard. In 1987, I was the first woman inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 1997, after the death of my father, I joined Arista Records. In 1998, I received national acclaim for replacing Luciano Pavarotti in the opera Nessun Dorma. I have won a total of 18 Grammy Awards. In 2005, I received the Presidential Medal of Freedom for President George W. Bush. In 2009, I sang at President Obama's inauguration. My gray wool hat with the giant ribbon received national attention and is currently on display at the Smithsonian Institute. In 2012, I was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Currently, I am battling pancreatic cancer, but still trying to tour and prosper. I am Aretha Franklin.
She is a former supervisor of the Substance Awareness Department, where she developed the district intervention procedures, the founder of our annual district health fair, a former director of human resources, a former assistant superintendent of human resources, the driving force behind the high schools initiative, which involved transforming the comprehensive high schools in the district to living academies. A former deputy and superintendent initiated the implementation of school reforms and then break to suspensions. Now newly appointed its female state district superintendent. She is Ella Schaefer.
Good morning. Thank you, sir. That was a great introduction. Wow. And who says that our kids are not the greatest and they're not talented? Deputy Mayor Most, good morning. Principal Riviello, and congratulations to all of the other awardees that you'll hear from this morning. School 21 is under the leadership of Joanne Riviello. And I want to say to the teachers and the parents, but more importantly to the students, you can't find a better leader. And School 21 is now on the map because of Joanne Riviello. So you talk about women, Joanne Riviello. I have seen over the past 2 years more student activities, more student-driven events here at School 21 that I have seen in a long time. And in addition to that, though, I am also watching student achievement at School 21 go up. But that doesn't happen without our students, without our parents, but more importantly, and if the teachers in the room would stand, without our teachers who work hard each and every day. Thank you, teachers, for everything that you do for our children. And now to the students. You heard about women who have done things that no one thought they could do. And I'm honored to be your first female superintendent. But I can't do that job alone. And I need the teachers, the principals, the parents, but I need the students. And that's why I meet 4 times a year with middle school students, and right here in this room are the representatives from School 21, and I meet with high school students. Because I need to hear from you what we're doing right and what we need to do better. And so your voices are extremely important to me. But I want to give you a little advice. Any one of you in this audience can be standing here in the future as the superintendent of the Paterson School District. Or you can be the deputy mayor, or you can be the principal. All you have to do is put your mind to it. You need to get up every morning and you need to look in the mirror. And for the female students, you need to say to yourself, I'm pretty. And I'm going to have a good day today, and nobody's going to tell me that I'm not. You see, because if you think that you're pretty and you're smart, that's all that matters. No one can take that away from you. And to the young men that are here, you need to look in the mirror and say, I'm handsome, and I'm going to have a good day. Because you're smart, and you are handsome, and no one can take that away from you. No one. I am extremely proud of each one of you that are here today. Extremely proud. The way you conduct yourselves as young adults, the artwork that I've seen that you have done, and that your schoolwork is improving, your attendance is improving. You see, because when we have high expectations, you can do it. There's no doubt in my mind that you can do it. And so therefore, you have to have dreams. You have to believe in yourself that you can do and be whatever it is you want. So the next time someone is bothering you, or the next time someone is bullying you or tempting you on the street, to do something you shouldn't be doing and you know you shouldn't be doing it, you need to walk away, you need to find an adult, you need to tell an adult so we can help you. Because my motto is and will continue to be that together we can. And this is just one example of all of us coming together. You're going to hear from the other honorees. They come from all walks of life here in the great city of Paterson. And we work together. And I'm working with the teachers and the principals and your parents and you. Because together I know we will turn this district around. You will be successful. You will go on to a career or college, whatever you choose. And you will be productive citizens here in the city of Paterson. And maybe you will be the mayor. So let me just say we need to continue to work together. You need to believe in yourselves. I believe in you, but I need your help. You need to believe in yourselves. Principal Riviello, thank you for everything you do here at School 21. Thank you to all the teachers and the support staff for everything that you do. Congratulations to the honorees and students. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
A former educator in the Paterson Public School District, introduced the first computer technology program at School 18, received national recognition for a telecommunication program during Desert Storm, developed a computer remediation program, was awarded the State of New Jersey Governor Teachers Award, is a former principal and vice principal of Paterson Public School 18, served as principal representative for the District of Education Literacy Task Force, represented public schools at the Consortium for High Achieving Schools, received recognition from the New Jersey Department of Education as a state benchmark school for 3 years, as a professor in residence for reforms in Garden State Urban Residency Teacher Grants, supervisor, adjunct professor, field advisor for aspiring administrators. Is a member of the Comprehensive School Network team, which provides high-impact supports to the state's lowest-performing school in Bergen and Passaic counties. Works directly with priority school principals and in effect to turn schools around. She is Darlene Rankin.
I really believe that Ms. Schaefer said it all. It is my honor and privilege to have worked with you for 46 years. This is my 46th first day of school. And every time, no matter where I was or what I did, I always came back to Paterson, and I always will. I just told Ms. Schaefer that everybody says to me, aren't you going to retire yet? You're kind of old. And I always say, when it stops being fun, when it stops being the time that I don't enjoy it anymore, that's the day I'll pack it in. So I'm here for a long time. Thank you, Ms. Riviello. Thank you, students, staff, and parents for the privilege of letting me work with you.
Gained 2 areas of local control in the district. Introduced cost-benefit analysis. Recommended all school calendars include school board meetings to increase parent participation. Introduced a parent survey form to track parent concerns when they come to board meetings to identify steps of resolutions. Provided physical oversight to efficient education. Fought against a 2.8 tax increase for homeowners in the 2017 through 18 budget. Fought for PS 21 to become a turnaround school, which resulted in higher test scores, teachers in every classroom, and improved in several performance measures. She is Dr. Louisa Mims.
Good morning, School 21. Good morning, School 21. We can do better than that. To Deputy Mayor Moss, to Ms. Riviello, what can we say about the principal of School 21? One word, absolutely amazing. Let's clap our hands for Ms. Riviello, the principal, Ms. Cadet, vice principals, to all the teachers, the staff, to all the honorees who I have worked with in several areas, and they're mentoring me as we speak. But for me, it's an honor to be able to receive such a prestigious honor as a woman who has been a student in the same school of School 21. I played basketball in this same gym. We worked out in this gym. I sat in the very same classrooms that you sat in. I grew up here in the 4th Ward, living off of 10th Avenue, and God has blessed me to go on to do great things. So what is my message to the students, to the staff, and to everyone that is here on today? I made it. If I can play in the auditorium of School 21 over 30 years ago and achieve what I've done, you can do the same thing. If I can sit in the classrooms here in this very same building, which for the most part has not really changed a lot, and still succeed and still achieve so many great things, you can do the same thing. In my closing, one of my favorite quotes from a woman by the name of Shirley Chisholm is she always says, if there's not a seat at the table, bring your own chair. Each one of us has something to bring to the table. Ideas, creativity, talent, abilities, smarts, whatever it is, be different, stand out, and always remember that if I made it as a student from the same school, you can make it too. Thank you. God bless this great city of Paterson. God bless all of you.
She is a native of Paterson, New Jersey, and a alumna of Paterson Catholic Regional High School, a two-term commissioner on the Paterson Board of Education, and has served as vice president. A former president of the Pi Xi Omega Chapter Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. A former Cluster 4 co-coordinator for the state of New Jersey, which has given her the opportunity to make changes in lives of the youth. The first recipient of the Majority Holman Parker Leadership Award. A cheerleading coach and a mentor to and positive influence to countless young women in the community. She is Crystal Cleese.
One thing that I know is that you should never have to speak behind a minister because your message will never be as powerful as theirs. To Deputy Mayor Moss, to Principal Riviello, to Vice Principal, my sorority sister over there in the corner, Ms. Cadet, thank you all. To the recipients, congratulations on this award. When Ms. Riviello called me and asked me if I would accept this award, I just think that I'm just an ordinary person, just like everyone else. I don't think that I do anything any greater than anyone else, but I was still excited. But when I walked in today, I did not notice the stage until I got into the hallway. And when I noticed the silhouette that you have posted back here, I got excited all over again. I've been wearing my hair down, so I had hair trauma this morning. The girls know, sometimes our hair don't want to cooperate, don't want to do what it want to do. So I said, you know what, I'm going to wear my bun today because I haven't worn it in a couple of months. And when I saw the silhouette up here, you guys just blew me away. Thank you. Whoever did that silhouette of me, that's me. That is me. That's Crystal Cleave. She's just an ordinary woman from the city of Paterson. That is me. To the students, sometimes you think you have it hard, but you really don't have it hard. I had it hard. You know why? I lived with a teacher. My mother taught in the Paterson Public School. She's sitting right here on the front row. She's a retired teacher from the Paterson Public School. She taught for 36 years. Out of that 36 years, I believe 34 of those years was at the same school, public school number 15. So you think you have it hard? I lived with a teacher. So you guys have it pretty easy. But my message to you today is to hold every adult that comes into your life accountable. Hold us accountable for putting our actions to the words that we speak out of our mouths. Because the actions that we show you that coincide with the words that we speak will lay foundations for you and pathways for you to be the great people that God has destined you to be. So hold us accountable for being those adults, for teaching you, for guiding you, for nurturing you. I didn't say be disrespectful to us, but hold us accountable. To the students here, to the artists, to the young men that are presenting to the women, I thank you. To the young women, you were eloquently eloquent. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
She is a graduate of School 6 in Eastside High School, a former president of the Homeschool Council for School 13, Eastside and Rosa Parks Performing Arts, a former interim chairperson for the National Coalition for Early Secondary Education, an advocate and fought for Eastside High School to have academic and block scheduling, a member of Band Against Neighborhood Destruction, the Democratic councilperson of the 4th Ward in Paterson, godlike member of the NAACP Paterson branch, a part of the Paterson Public School District Literacy Teen Parents Leadership Alliance, the first African American woman to serve as mayor of the city of Paterson. She is Ruby Khan.
First, I want to give honor to God, to the principal, Riviello, to the teachers, to all the students here, and to the honorees. I want to say congratulations to the honorees. And I can say, I never thought that I would be a council person. I started out volunteering. Volunteering was part of my life. As being a sharecropper's niece working on a farm, we was taught to care about each other. Each farmer probably had 5 to 6 families that had to work the farm, and we had to look out for one another. We made sure each of us had food, clothing, and we had fun together. But my primary goal when I started out volunteering was taking care of the children. And all the kids in the city of Paterson were my kids. You are all my kids. And I wanted to do everything that I could do to make it possible to make sure that you all got a good education and you all got what you needed to get. I never thought that I was going to run for office. That was never my goal. The Lord put this in my lap. At one time, I was the first black female mayor, I was council president, and I was 4th ward councilwoman all at the same time. And that was something that may never happen again. I don't know. But you know, there were so many shoulders I stood on. And I had an interview the other day. I was here 50 years ago when Dr. Martin Luther King came to Paterson, New Jersey, where he made his last public speech. I was a teenager, and my mom made sure that we all had a chance to go down there. So Dr. Martin Luther King was the shoulder that I stood on. And I want to say to all you kids out there, all our honorees, you're going to be able to stand on their shoulders because we're going to push you up to what you're supposed to be. God made all of us, and we're all special. Remember that. You are special. And whatever you do the best that you can do. And I want to say, no matter what age I am, I still try to make my family proud. And I want to say to you children out there, no matter what, make your mother, father proud of you. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And you'll see. The sky is the limit for all of you. You can be whatever and do whatever you want to do. And I'm going to continue to fight for our children, for our city, because I love my city. And I said, and I worked closely with Councilwoman Ames, who did ask me to run. And one of these days, I'm going to ask one of you to run. You never know who it's going to be, but you just stay involved, stay committed, volunteer, help out, do everything that you possibly can to make your community better, because it's up to us. And I always say, it's not an I, it's a we. We can change everything. Thank you, I love you kids. As I said, make your mom and dad proud, your grandma, make everyone proud of you. Make your principal, your teacher. Thank you so very much. Thank you, audience. God bless you all.
Just a few more presentations. Just words for our honorees. I sent invitations out to many people to come to today's event to honor you. And last Friday I was working with Assistant Principal Girardio on a pretty big project that we had to do. And my secretary came in and said, Ms. Riviello, someone's on the phone from the governor's office. And my first thought was, what did I do wrong? And then I remembered I sent them an invitation. So I went to the phone and she transferred the call. And Governor Murphy sends his apologies for not being able to attend, but his utmost congratulations. Since that Friday, Jersey City had announced its strike, I was not surprised in his inability to attend. but he asked me to assure you that he is most proud of all the work you do for our city and congratulated you. Over the weekend, I spoke with our acting executive county superintendent, Mr. Irving. He is out of state, he's in Arizona, but he asked that I too express his congratulations to you, and I believe he has citations coming for you as well. So at this time, you do have certificates from the 35th Legislative District. I'm going to bring up Mrs. Most, our Deputy Mayor, and when she calls you up for her presentation, then I'll make sure you get these as well. Mrs. Most.
Good morning. It's a great pleasure to be here today. Unfortunately, Mayor Jane Williams Warren sends her regrets, but she sent me instead. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm a Patersonian. I went to school 16, then 15, and graduated Eastside High School. Presently, my picture hangs on the Eastside Hall of Fame. I've lived in Paterson, I still live in Paterson, and I'm a Patersonian right from my head to my toes. The words of inspiration from the 5 women before me, there's not much more I can add to that. Just remember, when you look at yourself in the mirror, and this is something my grandmother and my mother always told me, you can be anything you want to be. Just have faith in yourself and faith in your God. I am very impressed by you students and what you've done, the artwork, all the decorations. I wish more people could see what goes on in the city of Paterson. Not in the headlines, but what's behind the headlines. All the good. It's what annoys me when I go somewhere and I say I'm from Paterson, they go, ooh. No, they don't know the city. They don't know the people in the city. They don't know what keeps us alive. It is a struggle, I assure you. I'm old enough to be your teacher's grandparent, really. But I still have faith in what we can do and what I see in the students. Last week, I represented the mayor at the opening of a youth center up by Kennedy High School. And I saw what the students that come in there are doing. It makes me swell with pride. And I spread the word no matter where I go. But let me get back to what Mayor Williams and Warren had said. The certificates are from the Office of the Mayor for the 2018 Distinguished Woman Award. Is hereby presented the Mayor's Award for Outstanding Civic Contribution. Your efforts have enriched us generously because the community possesses no greater treasure than the dedicated service of its people. I extend my gratitude and appreciation and wish you good health, happiness, and success in the years ahead. It's my pleasure to present these certificates from the Mayor's office. The first certificate is for Superintendent Eileen Schaefer. Darlene Rankin. Thank you for your service. God bless. Council President Ruby Cotton. Thank you, Ruby, for your service. And I personally would like to thank you for the contributions you made to St. Paul's Episcopal Church that stands on the corner of Broadway and East 18th Street. We're there 200 years, and we're now going into our 3rd century. This cotton in the 4th ward has helped us tremendously, and I want to thank you for that. Dr. Mims? Sounds like a role alma mater really loves you. Oh, God bless you. Thank you. Congratulations, and thank you for your inspiring words also. And now, last but not least, Miss Crystal Cleaves. Thank you very much for your service. God bless you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the citation that our honorees received from the 35th Legislative District says, the State of New Jersey Senate and General Assembly citation for commendations and praise are extended to Superintendent Eileen Schaefer, Crystal Cleaves, Dr. Lalisa Mims, Ruby Cotton, and Darlene Rankin. By their citizenry of the 35th Legislative District through their elected representatives, congratulate you for your leadership and support to the City of Paterson and its educational community at School 21. First annual Women's History Month program. Today, we salute you. in the evening. Some people had families, some people had classes, some people had whatever they had. But it was a group effort, and it's a tireless effort to do this. Just making a film strip that goes across this stage, we had 3 varieties of how that film strip was going to look. Was it going to be paint? Was it going to be chalk? Was it going to be this? Was it going to be crayon? And if you look closely, it turned out to be white tape because it was the safest. And that was Ms. Lowe's idea, Mr. Paisa's. So again, you know, minds working together get the job done. And I am blessed, truly blessed, to have all of the people with me that support me and supported us to be able to honor you today. Now, last but certainly not least, to our students who did a phenomenal job. When I call your name, please stand. Our artists who are sitting here, please come up in front of the stage. Dulce Rodriguez and Antonasia Smith. Princess Diana, better known as Mia Baez. Malala, better known as Paige Dawson. Sally Ride, better known as Alyssa Murray. Michelle Obama, better known as Zanaya Page. Sonia Sotomayor, better known as Janelle Murillo. And who got it back? I left that somebody. Janasia, better known as Hillary Clinton. Alyssa Murray, better known as Aretha Franklin. And for the gentleman over there that can only be known as the gentleman over there, Jose Leandro Angelis. Jose Daniel Angelis. If you haven't noticed, these two are twins, and every day I say, okay, you're L and you're D because I'm confused. Okay? Jair Stewart. Wilton Rodriguez. I think he's got the ladies' votes. And Quazir McLeod. Thank you all for the hard work. I know I was a pain in the neck every lunchtime when I said you have to come up and read, but you can see your hard work paid off, and we truly appreciate it. My assistant principals have a message they would like to share with you, and then that will conclude our program.
Ms. Cadet and I, we have a poem that Ms. Riviello wanted us to share, and the title is For Young Women.
If you can trust yourself, though others doubt you, and conquer fears that limit what you dare, so you can freely give to those about you the skills and talents that are yours to share.
If you can live not for pleasure only, but gladly lend your gentleness and grace to warm the hearts of those whose lives are lonely and help to make the world a better place.
If you can balance dreams with practicality and deal in fact but never lose ideals, if you can face the harshness of reality and find the truth that prejudice conceals.
If you can be courageous when defeated and humble in the face of victory, or give your best until the task completed, however difficult the task may be.
If you can temper facts with understanding and seek to gently guide, not to control, and neither to be too lax or too demanding, but keep in mind the worth of every soul.
If you can strive, not caring for the credit, and work at building bridges and not walls, or hearing idle slander, just forget it and never fail to help someone who falls.
If you can give your help without begrudging the patience, time, and effort you impart, or look at others' weakness without judging, and see, not with your eyes, but with your heart.
If you can take